let me just tell you, all right? I was living in Texas. Let me just tell you shit, right? Living in Texas. So around that time, that's like, 90, I was in the South all pretty much the mid 90s and all that shit, right? So all the rap videos I'm watching from the East Coast, I'm thinking East Coast is like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Them hoes is bad. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can't wear them fucking boots and shit, but I'm getting up there. I'm wearing some Nautica boots when I get up there. So, that's what we wear down south. We wearing Nautica boots and shit, polo boots. Up north is Timbs, all day. Them niggas wear Timbs in the summertime. I mean, they serious about they motherfucking Timberlands, all right? They serious about them shits, all right? So I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I came up there with some Nautica boots, and they tried to roast me, all right? But anyway, that got nothing to do with my story that I'm talking about. I'm just veering the fuck off. Somebody bring me the fuck back. Just say, yo, come the fuck back, man. Come the fuck back to the story. So let me get back to the story. So anyway, so at that time, like 2005, 2006, right? Goddamn. I was working for this temp agency, right? All right. So I've been with the temp agency a couple months, right? And they already know me as, I'm a hard worker. I'm a good guy. You know what I'm saying? People's person, that kind of shit, The little lady I had used to give me jobs and shit. I used to try to holler at her all the time, all right? like no bullshit. She was like a light-skinned chick with green eyes. Like, me and light-skinned chicks don't work out, but I thought, man, I'm going to work it out with this light-skinned chick. She fine as hell. But that shit didn't work anyway, So she always dissed me and shit, because I guess I was getting temp jobs or some shit. I don't know, man. She ended up dating some motherfucker from the Eagles or some shit. You know what I mean? But whatever. That don't mean shit, because I'm the shit anyway. You feel me? Damn, I spilled my drink shit. Alright, so check it. So, no shit. They hit me up on a Thursday, right? Like, yo, we need you to do a job, if you're available, on Monday. It's like 2-3 weeks long, blah, 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 paying like $8.50 an hour. It's easy. Do the job. I'm like, all right, what is it? You know what I'm saying? She's like, well, you're going to be at Goya. They need a worker for Goya. I'm like, oh. I'm like, Goya? I didn't even know what the fuck Goya was. You know what I mean? I never paid attention to that shit back in the day. You know what I mean? I was just grabbing seasonings and using this shit. If it was, garlic or whatever like that, I was just grabbing and using this shit. At that time, I ain't know, I ain't give a fuck about no damn Goya. All right, but anyway. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I take this shit. $8.50 an hour. Fuck it, I take it. Yeah. Back then, $8.50 an hour was kind of like a lot of money, but it really wasn't this shit, because gas was still like $1.75. I had a Ford Tempo at that time too, so I was kind of making out. You know what I mean? But shit, Jersey was expensive then. I know it's even more now. I had to get the fuck up out of there because it cost too fucking much. All right, but shit. So I'm like, yeah, I take it. He's like, yeah, we know we can trust you to work. You're a good worker. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, I bet. What time I gotta be there? I be there. So I think it was like up in Williamstown or some shit. So Williamstown is like further South Jersey. Alright? Like, I was either Williamstown, I want to see, it was like Williamstown or Willingboro or some shit. I think I had a W in that motherfucker. But it was the Goya fucking warehouse. That's what I was working at. Alright? So I gassed up my goddamn Tempo the night before. Went to that motherfucker. Hey, 20 on regular, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to pump no gas. I'm straight. Alright? So, you know what I mean? Around that time, I was like, hey, man, I was trying to get like at least a $12 an hour job or $10 an hour job. But, it was kind of tough around that time. So, shit. I think Bush was the president around that time, too. So, one shit going on. Alright? So, goddamn, I go to the job. I show up, 20 minutes early. I get the point of contact. I'm supposed to meet, introduce myself. I'm doing no professional shit. Hey, yes, sir. Hey, how you doing? I'm there to do some work, man. Let me get this work in. They didn't tell me, the specifics of the fucking job that I got to do. They were just like, yo, you got to show up. They need you to do some work. Blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking like, oh, well, I've done warehouse job before. They ain't shit. You need me to pick some shit, put it in a box, put it on a pallet, stack the pallet, wrap it in plastic, send it the fuck out on the trailer, I know how to do the forklift and all. So I'm thinking I'm going to drive a forklift, pallet jacks and shit. Get some, what I'm saying, some adobo and goya seasoning and throw it in a box and throw it on the pallet. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I'm thinking. So they was like, I meet the dude. I'm like, hey, what's happening? What you need me to do? Yeah, so it's 3 of us, right? I'm the only black dude. Me and 2 other Mexicans, all right? So Goya, is already filled with fucking Mexicans in there. Shout out to all my Mexicans too, man. I love y'all. So I'm in here looking around. I'm like, damn, I ain't working on my Spanish at all. I gotta keep up with what these motherfuckers talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because they speaking a lot of Spanish. I'm like, all right, man. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. You know what I mean? So the dude spoke okay English, but I he spoke enough for me to understand what the fuck I needed to do. So, when he tells me what I need to do, I'm like, hey, so I ain't picking no seasoning or, creating a palette for y'all motherfuckers. And I'm like, no, you're gonna do this. So they hand me a fucking sledgehammer, all right? I'm like, what the fuck Goya doing with a sledgehammer in this bitch? What the think I am, fucking John Henry in this bitch? I'm the biggest black motherfucker out of the 2 other Mexicans you got with you. Right? They get the sledgehammer. One of them is 2 of us with a sledgehammer, and one motherfucker standing here. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck you want me to do? So they wanted me to break these like concrete slabs and shit, cause they was pulling up some shit or something, right? They was installing like these new fucking fucking stands or some shit. They was like stands to put heavier shit on. So we had to break the concrete slabs for them to take the bolts out the slabs and shit. And I'm like, why don't y'all fucking get a jackhammer and break this shit? Why the fuck you give me a sledgehammer? I guess they wanted to, comply with OSHA's fucking, air safety qualities or some shit. I don't fucking know. I'm just like, all right, well, you know what? I need the fucking money anyway. It can't be too hard. A couple hits with the slab, break the shit up, pull the shit out. We go to the next fucking, location 10, 15 feet away, break that shit up, pull the boat out. That's what I'm thinking, right? Right. So he was like, yeah, if you get tired, and the dude, I remember that, I never forget this shit. He's like, you get tired, take a break, don't, no rush. He was saying that shit. Take a break. He kept saying, take a break if you get tired. I'm like, shit, man. I ain't no stranger to hard work, fam. I got you. So he walks off. We looking around and shit. I was like, hey, you want to take the first swing, essay? Go ahead, brother. Do your thing. And so he nods his head and shit, He goes like that. So I just swing like, boom. So I'm swinging this sledgehammer at the fucking concrete. Right here. No kind of fucking form. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm already swinging this shit like it's the worst day on the fucking job. I'm ready to quit. I'm like 7 swings into this shit. And I'm already doing this shit right here. And I'm like, hey, bro, like, how about I swing and then you swing and then I swing. And we just take turns swinging on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That gives me a chance to rest this shoulder, fam. You know what I'm saying? I still got to hit the gym later on, man. I'm going to be too fucking tired. You know what I'm saying? My forearms was already tired by the fucking 5th swing and shit. I'm like, you Mexicans had this shit. So it's like already like 8:15. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit, I need a smoke break or something. You know what I mean? I'm fucking tired. But shit, I can push through it. So I swing some more. Bah, 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 bah. He comes back like 8:30, 8:45. Come back and check on us. Like, hey, you okay? You okay? I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, I don't look like, it looked like I didn't accomplish shit. All right? I'm on the side of this fucking warehouse, right? Me and 3 Mexicans and shit, and we swinging a sledgehammer. I'm like, what if this motherfucker hit me with the sledgehammer? I can't do shit. I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm like, fuck this 850. I'm already like, fuck this 850, 45 minutes into the job. 45 minutes into the job. I'm already like, man, fuck this shit. Hey, I ain't bullshitting no. Alright? My bad. I'm just thinking about it, just laughing like, what the fuck was I thinking, man? I done took like 7 bathroom breaks already. Thinking I went to the water fountain like 10 times and shit. I'm sweating profusely and shit, The heat hasn't even hit yet. Alright, we still in the summertime. The heat hasn't hit the fucking warehouse yet, alright? I'm seeing motherfuckers, walk by, You know, they speaking they gibberish and they Spanish and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at the fucking Mexican that I'm working with. I'm like, yo, bro, you ain't swinging your fucking hammer enough times, man. I'm like, you know, I'm up like 50 swings on this motherfucker. I'm like Mark McGuire swinging his goddamn heavy ass slash hammer and shit. And you know what I'm saying? My back starting to tighten the fuck up. And I'm like, yo, I'm finna cuss these motherfuckers out of the temp agency, man. These niggas is tripping for fucking $8.50. They fucking tripping. This is like a legit $15 an hour dollar job you want me to fucking do this shit for. Alright? So, you know, I get like 5 more swings in, you know, before I fucking sit back. And I just fucking straight up sat down on a bag of rice for like 10 minutes. I was like, shit, the motherfucker told me, take my time. So they had a pallet of fucking bags of rice. I just sat on that motherfucker like yeah. Yo, I say, swing on that motherfucker. The motherfucker that was just watching, I guess he was just checking to make sure we hitting the right spot. I gave him the fucking sledgehammer and shit. Like, here, motherfucker, you ain't finna sit here and fucking chill. What the fuck you think this is, you know? I'll show you how I get down. Shit, you know what I'm saying? So that 10 minutes turned to 15, 20 minutes real quick, you know? And you know it's a wrap when the motherfucker start doing this shit right here, and he's already towards that motherfucking 3/4 of the race, alright? I'm probably like 2 or 3 hours into the motherfucking job, right? I'm like, shit, when the fuck is lunchtime? As I'm sitting on this bag of rice, I'm already asking about lunchtime, alright? So, we get to lunchtime, alright? So we get a half-hour lunch, alright? So what the fucked up thing about it is they got 2 break rooms in this fucking warehouse, right? And we all going to lunch at the same fucking time, okay? So I go, they take me to the fucking lunch area. I had a fucking tuna fish sandwich and spaghetti. Right? I packed that shit. Mom Dukes made some tuna fish sandwiches and spaghetti the night before for my lunch and shit. So I'm like, yo, this fucking meal ain't gonna help me make it through the day. You know what I'm saying? I need some goddamn Popeye spinach for this shit, or something, or some hellified weed or something. I need something, cause this ain't gonna work. But I fucking killed the shit though, right? It was so packed in the lunchroom. I just ate the spaghetti cold, man, cause motherfuckers was in line to use the microwave. They had 2 microwaves. One microwave was better than the other. They had like an old school one too, like you could just turn the shit like a conventional oven or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers was in there just waiting, and everybody in there speaking Spanish. So I'm looking for, where the fuck is the black people at? You know, I'm looking around for my peoples and shit so I can feel comfortable, because everybody's speaking Spanish, and I should have paid attention to Spanish class, but I didn't. Okay, I passed with like a B- or a C or some shit. I can read Spanish better than I can speak it. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm better speaking it. You know, I can fuck up some words though. All right, but you speak some Spanish to me, I can I can pick out something like, oh, I know what you're saying, and say some shit back. You know, so I'm like, all right. So I'm looking around, and I finally find us in there. I'm like, oh, cool, there we at. We over there, right? So I get my little tuna fish and my little spaghetti with my foil on top of the Rubbermaid joint, because I couldn't find a lid. So I had the foil on top of the shit, you know what I'm saying, to keep the aroma inside the motherfucking Rubbermaid joint, right? Get to the table, sit down, like, yo, what's up, man? You know, in Jersey motherfuckers, they got the little accent. He might have been from Philly, because Philly motherfuckers talk different than South Jersey motherfuckers. That's a totally different video. I'll tell you about that shit later. All right, so we in there talking, me and a little old head, and his, I don't know if that was a shorty or just his work boo or whatever, I don't fucking know, but we all at the table, right? So it's a long, like 3-4 long ass tables, you know what I'm saying? It's all filled up, right? Motherfuckers shoulder to shoulder at this table, eating this shit. Goddamn. And the 3 black people at the end of the table, and we all look like we stressed the fuck out. So the motherfucker asked me, like, I've been in jail, like, so how long you been here? I'm like, shit, man. Like 4 hours. Hey, they bust out laughing and shit. And I already hit with like 4 hours, man. I don't think I'm gonna fucking make it. I don't think I'm gonna fucking make it. Hey, they've been there for like 3-4 years. I'm like, man, how the fuck did you last so long, bro? This shit crazy, man. You know, so they asking me what I'm doing. I was like, man, they think I'm fucking Paul Bunyan or fucking Jack Henry in this bitch, man. They want me to fucking break up some concrete slabs. They bust out laughing again and shit, right? It's like, yeah, man, motherfuckers dropping like flies. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they can't keep a motherfucker here for that shit. I was like, I'm thinking like, why the fuck Goya got motherfuckers breaking concrete slabs with a fucking sledgehammer in this bitch? This is fucking Goya. Y'all making, billions and trillions of dollars, as Trump would like to say. I'm like, what the fuck, man? These motherfuckers tripping. So, goddamn. I'm eating my goddamn sandwich too, though. That shit was hitting too. My dude put a foot in that damn toothfish sandwich. So, you know, they make like a little bell to let you know it's like 5 minutes left. You need to get back to your station, shit, right? But I'm just like, shit, I ain't even, get halfway into my spaghetti, all right? Because I waited in line for like about 8 minutes to warm up my shit, realizing by the time I warm my shit up, it's gonna be time to go back and swing this fucking sledgehammer that I ain't fucking trying to do. All right, so I'm sitting there eating my food and shit. The bell goes off. I was like, all right, I gotta get back to work. And he was like there long enough. He was just driving the forklift. So whatever order come in, he just get the order put on the forklift, drop it off on the pallet, and put the pallet on the fucking the truck. Shit. So I'm like, shit. He was like, yeah, why you ain't drive the fucking forklift? I was like, well, I ain't got my forklift driver's license and shit, but I could drive this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know how to fucking work a forklift. I worked at a fucking chocolate factory. They taught me the shit. So, so he's like, man, that's fucked up, man. He's like, well, if I don't see you no more, you know what I'm saying? Nice to meet you and shit. I'm like, all right, nigga, yeah, all right, cool, whatever, fam. We started laughing and shit, so everybody takes off, like, when the bell goes off. I'm still sitting there and shit, like, man, fuck this shit. My shoulder's still tight as fuck. I'm finna eat my fucking food. So the dude comes in there because now they looking for me. Right? He's like, we want to make sure you didn't leave. I'm like, I'm right here, man. Finishing my food. I'm trying to eat. He's like, yeah, take your time. We know it's a tough job to do. Take your time. He says like that. I'm like, yeah, all right, SA. I'll see you in a minute, cabron. So I finished my shit. I didn't have a lunch bag, I put my shit in my ShopRite plastic bag. I double knotted the motherfucker, you know what I mean? Because I ain't want no problems when it's time for me to go and shit, right? So I sit it right there on the end of the counter, like, yeah, just in case I don't make it. My shit right here, I'm grabbing it, I'm out the fucking door. So, I leave the fucking break room. I go back to the little jump, right? The little area and shit. And he was like, you guys doing a good job, right? Mind you, we still in the same one fucking spot. We haven't even progressed. Further down the motherfucking aisle where we gotta like uproot all these fucking bolts in the concrete, alright? We still in the first fucking spot from 8 a.m. You know what I mean? I'm like 90 swings into this motherfucking concrete slab. Alright, I'm 90 swings in, my bad. I'm like 90 swings in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even more. I don't know. I just know my motherfucking shoulder was balling. My shoulder and back was balling. Alright? My motherfucking hands had blisters and shit. The little cheap ass fucking dollar store gloves they gave me wasn't doing shit. Alright? So I get back there and I'm standing there. Right? I'm just standing there and I'm looking at this fucking bolt in this concrete slab. I'm looking at this shit. And I'm looking at the essay and I'm just like, man, fuck this shit, bro. These niggas got 10 more swings out of me. I'm done. Alright? I'm done. I'm already calculating up for my check how many hours I work for the day. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, hey, I'll probably make like $60 once they take the taxes out and shit like that. I'm good. I don't give a fuck. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I don't give a fuck, right? So, and I'm already counting my swings, and they ain't even motherfucking like fuck you swings. They like, bang, they just like that, whatever. I'm doing this shit. I'm the fuck out of here, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, damn, you know what? I'm trying to get these motherfucking clothes. I gotta pay these bills and shit. Man, my dude's got me some bills I gotta pay and shit. I gotta fucking finish this shit. So I'm going back and forth for shit. Right? That's when I knew I wouldn't survive as a fucking slave, man. I wouldn't have made it. You know what I'm saying? Because once I'm like, man, fuck this shit, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no if and I'm going right to the motherfucking manager, the CEO, whoever. I ain't even gonna set no appointment. I'm gonna just walk in that motherfucker and I'm just like, yeah, hey, look, bro, I just wanna let you know, I'm on my way out the motherfucker, all right? You can mail my check, I don't give a fuck what you do with the motherfucking check, nigga. I'm out this bitch. All right, peace. That's how I am when I'm like, I'm done. All right? So, I'm gonna swing like number 3, right? Your SA ain't even swinging his fucking sledgehammer like that. The nigga just, talking in Spanish and shit, and they laughing and shit, I'm already, hey, my shirt is already sweated the fuck up and shit. Now it's hot as fuck in the warehouse. You know, they got this big ass fan on, but it's just blowing hot ass air and shit. So it smells like fucking sweat, you know, and goya seasoning all throughout the fucking warehouse and shit, right? That's all it smells like. I just can't even, you know, I'm like, yeah, damn, like I don't know if a motherfucker farted or if it's fucking garlic salt or some shit. You know, I'm just like, what the fuck, right? So swing number 4 comes in. I'm like, you know what, fuck this shit. I ain't even complete the swing. I had the sledgehammer right like this on my shoulder and shit. I'm getting ready to take that step, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm bracing myself, you know what I'm bracing myself to go like that with that motherfucker. So as I'm going like this, I'm like, fuck this shit. Bang. You know what I mean? I set the shit down. I'm going to the bathroom, man. And so as I'm walking to the motherfucking bathroom, the fucking Mexicans started laughing and shit. They already fucking knew. I was like, hey, this motherfucker out of here. As I'm walking to the bathroom, I made that motherfucking color right turn, motherfucker, like, I'm going to the break room. I go into the break room when I find another black motherfucker in there. I'm like, oh shit, an old head. And this nigga looked like he was like done. You know what I'm saying? He was like, hey, fuck this shit. I'm about to go postal in here or something. He looked real stressed out. So I just went up to the nigga like, hey fam, you got like a cigarette or a Black and Mild or something I can smoke, man? Let me bum one off you real quick. The nigga had just bought a pack of Black and Milds. Like, here you go, young blood. I said, nigga, I appreciate it. You just saved the nigga life, man. I'm in the break room champing the Black and Mild already like, man, god damn, this shit is fucking crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I ain't even getting a full walkout. I'm just like dragging my feet. So I'm scuffing the heel of my Timberlands and shit. You know, nigga had the nerve to show up with some Timberlands on and shit too, right? You know, nigga went and bought something at the foot action and shit. That was in Deptford. Motherfuckers know about the foot action in Deptford and shit. It's like the warehouse. You get like a discount on that shit. But anyway, though. So goddamn, I'm like, oh, damn man, fuck this shit, right? So I grab, as I'm checking my motherfucking black, I see my bag right with my Rubbermaid boxes and shit with the tuna fish and a little quarter spaghetti in there. I was like, man, let me eat this fucking rest of the spaghetti and shit, right? So I get the spaghetti in there. I warm it up like I got like a little quarter of spaghetti. I warm it up and eat that shit out there. And right there I was like, yep. That's another hour to the paycheck. Yeah, I'm almost at a full day. It's like 1:45. Alright. I was like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm out, man. I gets up, man. I throw this shit in a plastic bag, double knot that motherfucker, and started walking towards the door and shit. And then hit the door. You know, walked out the motherfucker. I picks up my jack. I'm like, yo, I'll call my boy, which is Sheldon, right? No bullshit. He can verify this fucking story, right? I get to my car. For some reason, my car wouldn't fucking start. So I calls up my boy Sheldon. I'm like, hey, my nigga, yo, I need a favor. And the nigga's like, yeah, what's up? I got you. And that's my nigga. Day one right there. Day one. I give you a story of how I met this motherfucker. All right, no bullshit. I'll tell you the story on my next little podcast shit. Alright, so I'm like, hey my nigga, I need a favor. He like, yeah, what's up? You know, he Jamaican and shit. So, you know, the nigga like, yeah, you know, what's up? You know, that shit, that type of shit, right? Like, hey, I'm like, I'm fucking wait your time, my nigga. My car won't start, bro. Hey, I give you some gas money, just scoop a nigga up. That nigga started saying, what? I'm like, bro, hey, I got you, my nigga on gas, don't worry about shit. Just scoop a nigga up. He had just bought a Mustang, I think, at that time, bro. So he just bought a Mustang and shit. I'm like, yo, pick me up, bro, I got you. On gas, nigga, just, hey, these niggas tripping, man. These niggas want nigga work too hard for this fucking money, man. I'm finna cuss this motherfucking tip HCI. And he's like, alright, I got you, I'm on the way. So, they had a little shaded area, like a gazebo. You go sit down at and goddamn, not a gazebo, goddamn, I don't know, a shed. I don't know what the fuck it was. You sit down and you can sit there and smoke and shit, little smoke section. I walked right past that motherfucker, right? I walked right past the motherfucking smoke area and sat down at the driveway entrance on the curb with the Black and Mild. Like, yeah, I want this nigga to see me coming up the fucking road. You ain't gotta pull in this bitch, nigga. I'ma hop in this motherfucker, have AAA tow the car back to the fucking crib. I ain't even motherfucking finna stress this shit. I ain't finna stress it. Fuck this shit, bro. See me, pick me up and get me the fuck out of here. Fuck this shit. So I'm sitting down here and smoking the Black and Mild. Like, man, these motherfuckers tripping, man. Want a motherfucker to break concrete slabs and shit? Man, fuck this shit. So sure enough, he shows up, man. Sees me right there and shit. I ain't even get a chance to put the motherfucking. I ain't even put the black out. I was just like, threw that motherfucker and got in the car. I was like, man, let's get the fuck out of here. This nigga was like, say, what happened, bro? I said, man, these motherfuckers tripping, cuz. Hey, that's the first thing a nigga tell you when some shit fucked up. It's like, he ain't gonna go right to the story. You be like, man, these motherfuckers tripping, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing out my mouth was like, hey, these niggas is tripping, cuz. These niggas really want a nigga to break some concrete slabs for $8.50 an hour, bro. And the nigga just bust out laughing. The nigga just bust out laughing and shit. And I'm mad as shit. I said, man, look, I got these fucking blisters and shit. They gave me these cheap ass fucking dollar store gloves and shit. I'm gonna use these shits for later on to do some projects around the crib or something. But these niggas is tripping, fam. They want a nigga to break a concrete slab for $8.50 a fucking hour. So that is my story of when I worked for Goya for like 4 hours and 30 minutes. You know, I would tell you about the shit I said to the staffing agency for giving me that motherfucking job, but I got so many stories to tell y'all since we in COVID and shit. Y'all might as well get y'all drinking, motherfucking sit back and smoke and laugh at my shit, because this is a no shit 100% true story. I'm gonna be giving y'all a lot more of these shit, so I was like, fuck it. This is my little podcast. This is my little trial podcast right here. You know what I'm saying? Drinking with Capo. That's what it is. Bam, it's got a name right there. Drinking with Capo. I'm gonna get at y'all, boys. Woo! 30 minutes into it? Damn. I'm going to make it 15. I'm gonna have to fucking edit this motherfucker. So. Peace.